Guys, it's your girl Nell Divine, and I'm back with another video. Okay, I know it's been a while, but I'm really trying to adapt to these new energies. I'm not trying to get into this space of feeling like I have to produce, even though I want to, because I can get stuck into perfectionism and all these other things that it stops me from creating at the rate that I want to create, and I would much rather just be authentic with my messages. So as you can tell, we have no backdrop wall or anything. I really just came to give you guys this message because it's been on my heart for the longest, and I keep tiptoeing around sharing it. I want to start by saying that we are in interesting times. We are transitioning into the 5D, okay? And you can tell this by your manifestations happening a lot faster. You can tell this by people talking about all these different supernatural gifts that they may have, okay? At this moment, and I'm just going to jump into this message because I can feel my spirits like, girl, if you don't say what we told you to say. We are still at spiritual war. All right, think of it like this: as we grow and heal and transcend, and we try to make this world a better place, there are beings and spirits that have been ruling this realm, this 3D realm, and they are enjoying the chaos. They are enjoying the control, the fear that people are experiencing at this time. And it's because that is how they remain in power. That's why free thinkers are often chastised and attacked, because they don't want you to think free. They want you to be manipulated. They want you to be under control. And at this season, in this specific time, we may be experiencing these things from specific people in our family, our friend circles, on the job, literally anywhere. And what Spirit told me is that at this time we are being exposed to who is who, period. Okay, we are being exposed to who is who. I looked around because I do have a book that has this download written down, and I don't have it near me, so I'm gonna run and go grab that. I'm back, and I don't think I need this book to tell what is happening, but I do want to have it. Okay, we are being exposed to who is who. We are under spiritual and psychic attack, all right? And the people who are doing this may not even understand that they are doing this to us. When you are experiencing certain turmoils in your life, not all of them are just along your journey, along your path. Sometimes it is the fact that you are healing and transcending. And like I said, there are spirits and beings and powers in place that do not want to see you change, really. Think of it like, let's bring it back to church and religion, right? When you are going to church, you're healing, you're growing, you're changing your mindset. The adversary, the enemy, the devil is going to send things your way that are going to challenge you. And those things don't even know that they are being used to challenge you. But in reality, it is being used for your highest good. If you do not succumb to these low vibrations, these tests, these challenges that are really just here to draw you out of your character, you will learn a lot more about yourself, a lot more about your powers. You'll even recognize that these things are sent to destroy my peace. They're sent to destroy my happiness. So with that in mind, they don't even recognize that, yes, you were used to try to bring me down, but because of my awareness and because I am awakened to who I am as an individual and as a being and as a divine being, I was able to rise above it and not even succumb to that level. However, many of us are being attacked right now, and we don't recognize that These people are really being inhabited by celestial beings, ETs, spirits, energies, and entities that are very malevolent. They do not have even their highest good at heart. And these people do not know this. I do want to make a note that religious people, highly religious people, are more susceptible to being inhabited and controlled by these entities. Why? Religious individuals, I'm talking about ain't nothing else but that religion, but what's in the book, but what is the preacher saying? These individuals have been highly indoctrinated. They have been highly indoctrinated. So that means that they are easily susceptible to being manipulated by anything that is about indoctrination. Fear mongering is a form of indoctrination, because what they use to create fear in you indoctrinates you into a certain mindset. You start to think that this is what it is and this is the reality at hand, when it's really what they're telling you. It's not real. It's not real. All right. So that is one thing that Spirit wanted us to definitely keep in mind. All right. That these people are being inhabited, and most of them do not know that they're being inhabited. For example, if you are experiencing, let's say you have a relationship with somebody, or a parent or a loved one or whatever, a friend, and you know this friend, y'all have a relationship, so you know this person's vibe and energy, and then all of a sudden they start acting ways to you that they never would have acted. They never used to act like this. That is an example for one, it's showing you a few things. All right, I put up a couple fingers, but it's showing you a few things, because remember, the whole point of this is to show you who is who. Why do you need to know who is who? Because there is a spiritual war going on. When there is a war, that means that there are sides, and you need to know who's on the right side. And I say this all the time on my social media: stay on the right hand of God. Okay, so as you are knowing who's who, these circumstances are going to expose that to you. All right, some of these people are being used, right? And they don't recognize that the shiftiness in their energy is coming from something that is outside of themselves. Okay, one of two things is going to happen. These people are going to start triggering you in ways that you've already surpassed, you've already overcome. All right, they're going to start to also act out in ways that you may not have ever seen before. But keep in mind, this is exposing to you who they are. You may not have seen it before, you may not have known it before, but this is exactly who they are. This is who they are to you. This is who they are in general. All right, we're going through a great divide. It's not about right, wrong, left, right. It's about righteousness and unrighteousness. And this has nothing to do with bloodline. This has nothing to do with lineages. This has nothing to do with your homegirl for the past 20 years. It just is what it is, period. Okay, so with these situations happening with these people, it may trigger you to stoop to certain levels that you know you wouldn't have stooped to before. You know you've surpassed these levels. Like, I had a situation where I was very reactionary. Like, I reacted, and when I was done reacting, I just sat and cried, because it's like, yo, I know that I'm not interested in reacting like this anymore, but these entities, these beings, these spirits are inciting these reactions in us to throw us off our square. They're trying to throw you off. They're trying to throw you out of your energy. And this is why I always tell my tribe to maintain your vibrations, because these spirits are really trying to take you out of your energy, take you out of your vibration. And a lot of them are trying to bring many of us back into a state of depression. Especially if you're a spiritual being that is doing the work for the collective, period. You're definitely a target. You got one of the biggest targets on your back, because you're not just raising your vibration, you're raising the vibration of everyone around you. So it's either they're going to be triggered, and then their triggers are going to project onto you, which is what some of us are going through, or they're going to rise up. That's just what it is. Righteous or unrighteous. We can't save everybody. We can't. Okay? Now, people are going to try to slide back in your life after disappearing for a while. Now, particularly, I got this regarding individuals who were on their spiritual journey or on their healing journey. okay? I will say this disclaimer. Don't nobody got to stick around with us as we focus on our healing. Nobody got to stick around and wait for us to be better. Just like we don't have to stick around for nobody's BS. We don't have to stay in their life as they try to figure out all they ish. And as they figuring it out, they stepping on our toes. No one has to stick around. That's just what it is. We would love for everyone else to stick around as we heal. But the truth about it is, when you're healing, not everyone else is healing. Not everyone else is willing to face the depths and the traumas that you are willing to face at that time. So some people will distance themselves. And I will not lie, it does have an effect on us to know that our healing triggers so much of other people's darkness in themselves that they are unwilling to address, that they will run from us. They can no longer be our friend. They are automatically triggered by our existence and our energy. Okay? It is lonely. This healing journey is lonely. However, some of these people, as you come into your light now, because as you heal, you peel back your layers, you release all these residues, these traumas from your body, you start to light up again. You start to get your glow back. You start to feel yourself again. Like it's a whole new energy because it's a whole new world for you. Oh my God, I don't know why I said that, but it felt so good to say that. It's a whole new world. Anyways, so with that being said, as you are healing, all right, you are going to light up and you're going to attract these people again. They're going to want to be a part of you again. Because you are the ashe. It's your ashe. It's your good juju. It's your good energy. It's your essence. I be walking outside and I'm wondering why all these people staring in my face. Baby, the aura, the glow, the confidence. They probably see my army walking with me. You know what I'm saying? They feel the goddess energy. That is what is going to happen with a lot of us as we raise our vibrations, and we're going to attract some people that are for our highest good and some people that are not. And people going to be trying to spin the block after hopping off the block because they couldn't take the heat that was on the block. Let's talk about it. They're going to try to spin the block right now, and they're going to try to make themselves, present in our lives again. And a lot of them are going to try to do this without addressing the fact that they have been MIA. And an alchemist is going to make you address it. That's just what it is. An alchemist is going to make you talk about that shit. Especially me, like ain't no sweeping that under the rug and we just cool again, we friends, we hanging out. No, let's briefly discuss the fact that we have been absent from each other's lives. It's a mutual thing, right? So that we can then reconcile if that needs to be done, and then also build from a firmer foundation, not a shaky one. So with this message, Spirit was saying that anyone who's spinning the block needs to go through a vibe check. For these people that are coming back into our lives, we need to ensure that they are worthy. Because like I said, this is spiritual warfare. All right? We're in the great divide. We're seeing who's righteous and who's unrighteous. It does not matter who is loyal. That don't matter. What does your heart say? Are you righteous? That is what matters, okay? So we need to be doing vibe checks. Now, this next message was for my practitioners. This was for every practitioner, everyone who's creating, everyone that is creating something, doing something for themselves and for others, and you're doing it in the limelight. This message is for you. Be careful. Not everyone trying to collaborate actually wants to collaborate. Many of them are just looking to use your energy for their come up. Some of you are experiencing energy vampires, harvesters, leeches, and copycats. That is because you kind of let somebody in your energy that faked their way as a supporter into your circle, and now they want to do everything that you're doing. Now, the truth about it is these people lack the energy within themselves, so they need us light beings, those who can create from nothing. All right, I did a return to sender banishing ritual, and this came out of it. A whole herbal infused return to sender spray. Okay, this came from Spirit. My team gave me the information on what to do, how to do it, how to create it. Some people can't do that. They can't think for themselves. So how can they create for themselves? It doesn't make sense. All right, so keep that in mind. We be having people that are rah, hoorah, supporting us, and they're really there to siphon our ideas, siphon our energy, siphon our growth. Let me see how she's doing it and do it exactly how she's doing it without knowing the amount of work that this individual has put in so that they can create at this level. So be mindful. Not everyone that's trying to collaborate with you and that's rooting, hey, I'm happy for you, is 100% happy for you. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing so much yellow in my palms. Can you see that? It gives like this yellow ray. Interesting. But they're not all for us, y'all. They're not all for us. They want to ride your wave and tail to ascension, friends and family too. Now, this is even for those that are healing. They see you healing now, you making these bigger moves for yourself, you're transcending, and people want to kind of ride the coattail, the healing coattail, as if we can't see them. Like, no, your aura still gives off a scent to some people. We can feel the muck that you haven't addressed, and you try to just swing by and be in my circle and hoorah, ashe with me. Like, I can't sense that you're faking it. So keep in mind, a lot of fakers, a lot of pretenders, a lot of people that's not really trying to do the work for themselves, not really doing their shadow work, not really doing their own healing, but they want to ride your wave because your wave is nice. It's busting, it's booming. Your ashe is powerful. Just be mindful, y'all. Now, the truth about it is, like I said, many of us are really being tested to see if we trust ourselves, our spirit teams, and if we've really, really been building a relationship with spirit. That's just the truth about it. Because when these tests come, hey, baby, let me tell you something. Two things is going to happen. You either going to boss up or you're going to run right back to where you came from. I be telling people, these spiritual streets are not safe. This ain't easy. You don't, like I posted this on my story from the Conjurers. You don't get to do whatever the hell you want to do and then just go repent and ask for forgiveness at the end of your life. That's not how this shit works. Nobody's just gonna wash away all your fucking transgressions. Excuse my language. That is not how this works. It's not how it works. Let me just be real. So if that's how you think it's working, that's not how it works. All right, y'all? So just keep that in mind. What we're going through right now is really just a test. It's a challenge. It's a test to see if we have really been putting in that work that we say we're in. I share this with my tribe. You say you're a god. You say you're a goddess. You say you're a king. You're a queen. Guess what? Now you have to start to operate and embody that. You can't just say that's what you are and expect that a challenge or a test is not going to come in your way for you to then have to operate at that kingdomship, at that queendom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot just claim these titles and accolades and all these things and think that you are not going to be challenged to show up as that. That's not how this works. You a bruja? Prove it. Prove it. Where's your work? And the work comes from you can tell the work that somebody's done from their fruits. What has come from the work that you've done? Your fruits will speak for you. Now, if you got a barren tree, no fruit, just fruitless. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that in mind. All right? Your results will really speak for itself. That's it. If nobody else takes something from this download, I did, spirit. It was me. I took something from it. Because y'all not gonna keep playing with me. We're not gonna keep playing like we don't know our power. We're not gonna keep playing like we don't know who we are and whose we are. We're not gonna keep playing these games with people. Stop playing these games. That is why we be getting under spiritual attack and psychic attacks, because we be playing with our own power. Stop playing. Stop playing with these people. Stop playing with yourself. And this goes for me too. Don't fucking play with these people and don't play with yourself. They know who you are. So if you don't know who you are, that's the problem. And that was one of my problems. It's like I knew, but I needed somebody else to confirm it for me. Baby, self-validation. You know who you are. Do you know your power? Do you know your essence? Can you look back on your life and see all the things that you've gone through and survived through and surpassed and transmute all these things? And you still think you regular, you still think you average, you're still moving average? That is why you're under attack. We're leaving holes in our aura. That is why we're under attack. We think, oh no, it can't be us. And we only think it can't be us, or we don't have haters, because we don't know the true power of our essence. We don't know our true power, our true essence. We don't know. So if you don't know, it will be really hard for you to be able to identify who's who, because you don't even know who you are when you look in the mirror. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. This is not the time to play. This is not the time to play games. Shields all the way up. Make sure you ward up. Make sure you're protecting yourself constantly. Like you shower every day, you should be protecting yourself every day. It's just that simple. All right? So I love y'all. Have a blessed one. I hope this message is going to provide some clarity for you guys. I hope it gives you what you need. This is a spiritual warfare. You cannot fight this with carnal mindset or action, like physical weapons. That's not how it's going to work. Everything that you do going forward is going to have to be connected to spiritual, a spiritual practice or spirituality. You cannot fight this war physically. So if you're going tit for tat with people, you have not received this message. You have not recognized that it is not the people that you have an issue with. It is these entities and these malevolent spirits. That is the point of this right now. Do not lose your vibration by thinking that you're going back and forth with people. Say your piece if that's necessary and go about your day. Sometimes you just got to hold it down and do your rituals when nobody's looking. Protect you. It's about your peace, your happiness. The more you invest into pouring out your energy into arguing with people and going back and forth with people, the less energy you have for yourself. As an alchemist, it's our job to reserve and preserve our energy. Learn when it's necessary to be used. Learn when to transmute the energy, and learn when to just send that motherfucker right back. All right? So I hope this message, is received well. I hope you guys got something from this message. But that is all for now. I will definitely be dropping another video for you guys shortly on who knows. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.